Hey guys, it's Joshy here, and I am here with Marie's room. So this is something I really wanted to get into. I saw it on Steam. It's a free game. As you saw, it just said it is a short game to be played in one session. I don't know too much about it. You just explore the room. You uncover the story about you yourself. I can't remember the name of your character and your old friend Marie, and what happened while searching through her room. So as I said, I don't know overly too much, but this is going to be one session. I don't think it's going to be too long of a game, but if it is a little longer of a video because of it, I do apologize, but I'm going to have to play it in one go because that's what it says, and I don't want to take away that experience from you guys either. But if it is a bit longer, you can watch it in 2 or 3 hits. But let's just jump into it.
I didn't want to come back. Why would I, after all that's happened, even in here? So, where is the journal?
Now, just before we do anything, let me tell you, this is actually my second time trying to record this. I got no further than here, but I deleted the recording, I think. But the screen was completely different. It almost looked like it loaded up a beta, like a super alpha, like first ever opened up game. So like I can actually move now. I could not move before.
California crisp white wines. I'll need a crate of those when I get out of here. Look, Mr. Torres, I'm happy he finally got remarried. A honeymoon in the Bahamas. Wish I was there with them. Is that me? Oh my god, the hair. What was I thinking?
Guessing she's a redhead, and that's Marie, I'm guessing. Just having a click around of what else I can do. Well, I think it is pretty obvious. This is the room I probably got to go to. Well, there we go. My name's Kelsey, as you can see in the bottom corner there. So I loaded up here, but further in and smaller down. So I'm not sure why it did that. Okay, that's fine. What's this?
Hi, Kelsey.
Awesome.
Yes, I'm talking to you. I know you've been reading my journal. Can I ever forgive you for what you did? Honestly, I don't know. I'm trying really hard, but I don't know how. Because I don't understand any of it. You are my friend, and I loved you unconditionally. I did what I did because of you, and I stood up to him because of you. But you, I don't know. Right now, I can't be near you, so I don't want you to come find me. I promise I'll be all right. Marie.
Except she wouldn't be. She would not be all right.
Oh, wow. Now, let me just say, if that was a little jumpy in the loading, it was actually jumpy on my end. It's actually not my recording for once.
Mr. Torres loved that beer. After the robbery, he only had a couple left. Apparently they were hard to come by. Still, we decided to try a bottle once. Marie loved that label. She drew it in her journal. I remember that. All that happened later that night, I'm not sure. Maybe I don't want to remember. Sometimes it got so hot, this thing wasn't doing it anymore. Then we'd take off to Mr. Jones's swimming pool. That night, I guess he must have seen us. I wore those a lot. Not to protect my eyes, but to hide them. I didn't want anyone to know.
This is possibly going to be a really sad story.
Marie always dreamed about going to Europe. I don't think she ever went.
I really hope this isn't copyrighted music.
Lorraine, Marie's mom, died when she was 5. My mother, she might as well have been dead. She looked more dead than alive, anyhow. Passed out on the couch, empty bottles of gin on the floor. La La Land. That movie was a shit piece of crap. Glad Trevor snuck us in. I don't think I could have handled wasting $20 on that. Never thought I'd see Marie there. Then again, she always was a dreamer. I bet she loved it. She never realized I didn't want to be her friend in public.
That's horrible. Laptop's probably important. We'll come back to that. No, okay.
Trevor. What an asshole. After we broke up, he got violent sometimes. One day, he dragged me through the school hall by my shirt until one of Marie's geek friends stopped him. Ben, I think it was. He got a lot of shit for it later.
Bumblebee or library. Let's try Bumblebee.
Damn, what's the password again? I need to find it. She must have written it down.
Did I spell it wrong?
She must have written it down here somewhere. Damn, what's the...
Okay, so it's definitely... Oh, wait, do I need the exclamation mark? Let me double check.
Damn, what's the password again? I need to find it. She must have written it down here somewhere.
Out.
She must have written it down here somewhere. She must have written it...
Okay, it's fine. I had caps lock on, that's why I did it. So many times.
Mr. Torres. Thick as thieves, those two. Ever since Lorraine died, they only had each other. Marie was suffering when he was in intensive care. That was a nasty knife wound. She wouldn't stop about time travel and black holes and stuff. I just wanted to do something simple. Calculate shit. Boring, is what she said. Her, the weird kid, talked boring. So yeah, we settled on antimatter, because who wants to be boring?
That was interesting.
Yes. The science project. Of all people, they chose to pair me with the girl from Food Rescue. Outrageous. But I got over it, and chose to work my ass off. I had to if I wanted to get that scholarship.
I like this little poster here. Think like a proton and stay positive.
Chemistry holds no surprises. Love that.
I loved chemistry. Hated the amount of homework they wanted to do, but I loved chemistry.
Have you seen this man? Yeah, I've seen him. I thought I was so lucky. An adoring boyfriend, Free burgers from the kitchen he worked in, sparkly things he bought me. I thought if I took care of him, he'd take care of me, and we'd get out, just in case I didn't get that scholarship. I had no idea where the money came from.
Couldn't remember if I had the journal. I hope I don't miss that damn password. I don't need to turn it on, I already have. Oh, try.
Mr. Torres and Marie were robbed in their own house, not long after we met at Food Rescue. He was stabbed, almost died. She was knocked out with a baseball bat. She was in the hospital for a while, stitches, concussion. She still had headaches, she said.
Fuck, people are assholes. No, I'm too far away from the laptop to activate that, so that's alright.
Marie insisted on saving these. She was going to make a new world with them, whatever that was supposed to be. I've never actually seen her build anything. That's Trevor's phone number. He called her. I knew he blamed her for everything, though she should have blamed him for what he did to her and Mr. Torres. I need to find the key. A 5-figure number.
Okay. This is actually a really cool game already. I'm loving this.
I couldn't afford a car, and Marie didn't want one, so we rode our bikes everywhere. I thought I looked silly, and with those damn sparkly shoes, I probably did. Yeah, I was losing my glamour status at school right there. Every Tuesday, the food trucks would roll in. Me and Marie never missed Jorge's tamales. When I was a kid, Jorge would put some aside, just in case my mom was too drunk to feed me again. There's no such thing as food waste. And don't I know it? The smell of garbage will be in my nose forever, and the taste of it in my mouth. I swore I would never be that hungry again. I didn't care what it took.
The fuck?
She asked me why I was so angry all the time, and I told her because it's a dirty deal. It's Russian roulette and utterly unfair. The cards I'd been dealt, any player would have passed. I chose to be angry instead. But Marie, my friend Marie, she got me a new deck and suggested I deal again. I'm not a shadow person. Yeah, it took me all I had to convince her she wasn't.
Haskell. Wow. Did she save... Marie saved Kelsey, I'm guessing, from hunger. That's ridiculous. After that school article, people kept asking me why I did it, as if I was some kind of hero, so stupid. And I keep telling them the same story. Aren't they sick of it yet? Maybe I should publish a book, my life story, so they'll stop bugging me. Crazy people. Here for the last time. Last fall I caught a kid stealing someone's lunch from a backpack. As he stuffed the sandwich in his mouth, our eyes locked. He panicked, dropped the food and ran. I never realised some of my classmates were actually hungry, so I joined Food Rescue to help them. There, the end. Everyone's satisfied. What's that? That was November 9th, November 21. Oh my god, they put me on Kelsey's team. My heart races again. I stopped to think about it. Don't think she's all that pleased though. I wonder whether she remembers me from Food Rescue. God, I hope not. I feel so connected to her. Isn't that weird? I'd love for us to be friends. She's just amazing. Can't wait to start working on our science project. Did you get that? our project. I feel like I'm going to explode from excitement. 22nd of December. Just, wow, this is so recent. Just stop. Why do you keep writing this shit? I know there isn't much on the much news in Orange Grove, but it's been ages. Not literally, but you know, they are never gonna find them. I wish everyone would just stop. Leave us alone, so I can get the whole godful night. Some think my dad was a hero for trying to stop them. Truth is, we never saw them coming. When that guy jumped and stabbed my dad, something snapped, and I would have punched him, scratched his eyes out. I swear, I think I could have killed him, but the other one got me before I even knew there were two. I never saw their faces, neither did my dad, so they never caught them. I'm not fearless. January 19, that's actually the day after my birthday, her mum's birthday. January 5th, that's actually a birthday to some people who are really important to me. And sad thing, anyway. We're all just matter. That's what Kelsey keeps saying, and she's right. But matter is also life, and life is something we need to take care of. She likes to be out on a limb. She says she's got nothing to lose. Bam! She don't even realize what she was saying. Or maybe I'm too sensitive. Guess that'll show me. To believe that we were friends. I guess I'm a shadow person after all. I think she's gonna break my neck, by the way. See if I care. I'm gonna get there towards the end.
She once asked me, "Don't you ever dream, Kelsey?" And I said, I don't. I don't dream. I plan. What I didn't tell her was that I wouldn't allow anyone to mess with those plans.
Oh, God. Oh, somehow stuck on the bed. Hey, look at that beer bottle again.
Mr. Torres loved that beer. After the robbery, he only had a couple left. Apparently they were hard to...
God damn it. Let's try Bumblebee with a capital B. Why can't I get into this damn laptop?
She must have written it down here somewhere. Damn, what's the password again?
I'm not a...
I need to find it.
Oh, shadow person. Dewey. Okay, we're in. It's important. Just bring us up a little bit. Just let's take in this kitty for a second. I can't move it. Okay.
Why does someone need to get hurt before we step up and act, for Christ's sake? If they had, none of this shit would have happened, and no one would have died.
From Mr. Phillips. Hey Marie, it grieves me to hear that this is how you feel, but I'm afraid there's not much I can do at this stage. I understand you're alarmed and feel unsafe, but Trevor has not broken any school laws, nor has he hurt anyone. I would like to invite you and Trevor into my office to see if we can start up a conversation between the two of you. Let me know when you are ready to talk. You know where to find me. God. Okay, sorry, I'm slightly derailing, but I fucking hate this. I hate this. You don't deal with it this way. I know it's a very touchy subject, but no one wants to talk to that person to start off with. Maybe sit down and have a full conversation with them. Maybe find out the underlying things. Usually what they're happy to say to you at the start isn't everything if something's going along, because they need to trust you before they tell you everything. So sitting someone and saying, hey, this person has a problem with you, will you be good? I guarantee you the person they have a problem with is more likely to lie than the person who's in danger. So good luck. Oh, sorry, I'm out. I'm out of that. Let's just go to the internet. Let's find just... Good.
One day,
We need
I
kitties.
just had to know. What's up with all the cats? She said she admired them, that they were who they were without any pretense, that they had no fear of confrontation. She wanted to be more like them.
God.
When Bumblebee went missing, Marie cried for days. She thought I couldn't hear her at night. I could never prove it, but I'm sure it was Trevor. Marie, what were you thinking? You know that's illegal.
That's oh. God, that makes me mad. What do we got? How many numbers do I need for this?
I
5.
need to find the key.
5 digits. There's only 4 there. What's on my phone again?
I thought I was so lucky. An adoring boy. Disgusting, but cheap. I got used to them after I didn't want to go to the food kitchen anymore. The vicious taste of these meatballs still beat the humiliation of being served by Marie.
Aw. Why is that humiliating? I guess it's how people feel though, like it's not great. You're in a bad spot and you don't always want people to look down on you. Okay, I gotta find this freaking 4-digit code.
I loved skinny dipping, but Marie insisted on wearing this thing. Really, I mean, it was Mr. Jones's pool, after dark. No one would ever come close to the freak. And he wasn't there, just to be clear. But someone else was. She loved being a birthday girl. Mr. Torres would take her shopping every year.
Four-digit code, come on Joshua.
Have you ever peeled an orange so juicy the drops erupted from underneath its skin like fireworks in the setting sun? The trees in Mr. Jones's garden had them. I used to live off his garden vegetables and fruit before I met Trevor. I didn't like that she kept the stone. Why did she have to be reminded? I told her I was sorry, but she said it was for me, to remind me. She hated my cigarettes. Every time I felt like going out and buying a pack, she made me put the money in that money jar. One day, that money would pay for our gas to drive to college. We only needed money for the one way. I ended up using it to get to Vancouver. Mr. Torres and Marie were robbed in their own house.
Just trying to make sure I haven't missed anything.
Hated that thing.
Alright.
Trevor was never far off, though. When Marie and I rode our bikes through dark nights just to get a taste of those perfect oranges, I knew he was lurking in the shadows. I never told her, but I think that's how he found us. He followed us back to the room. She was my friend, and I had to tell her. So I came back here, throwing stones at the window, but she didn't react, so I threw a bigger stone, and it shattered the glass. She kept the stone as a souvenir to remind her not to trust me ever again. La La Land.
5 digits.
That movie was a shit piece of crap. Glad Trevor snuck us in. I don't think I could have handled wasting $20 on that.
2, 14, 18.
Never thought I'd see Marie there. Then again, she always...
I'm just gonna try it. I'm probably wrong.
I need to find the key. A 5-figure number. Wrong combination.
Come on, Josh.
He had money. You see? He bought me things. I was gonna wear these to the prom. Fancy, right? At the time, I didn't know where the money came from.
I was in here again. Lock it.
Lorraine, Marie's mom, died when she was 5. My mother...
Come on, what am I? What am I looking for? I know what I'm looking for, but where can I find it? Five digits. Let me just flick through the journal quickly. I might read it all towards the end. Okay. 5 digits.
Why does someone need to get hurt
I
before
don't
we
have to
step
read
up and
this shit
act,
again.
for Christ's sake? If they had... When... Marie... What were you thinking? You know that's illegal.
Why am I missing this blatant thing?
That's Marie's birthday. That's weird. I guess she wrote it down for that Ben guy, for her pizza and movie party. All right, I might have been a little jealous.
Just missing one thing and I don't know where it is. I know it. There was no numbers on this, was there?
Mr.
All
Torres
one.
loved that beer. After the...
So you got 7:13 on the clock. It hasn't changed. No codes, just that. Oh.
Mr. Torres gave me my own set of keys, so I'd feel at home. I loved him for it, but every time I used those keys, I felt a pang of guilt. Food rescue. Yeah, it was a good place to be, until Marie showed up. I know she didn't mean anything by it, but the pity in her eyes. Worse than being hungry.
Aw.
The Green Eatery. Green as in with fungus. Yes, I am never eating Ayurvedic lasagna ever again. But some people must have liked Mr. Jones's cooking, because he was out every night cooking his green stuff.
That's sad.
Have you seen this man? Yeah, I've seen him.
What am I missing? Two, 6, 3, 4.
What is the code, Marie? Wait. The journal. It must be in the...
It's in the journal. That's what I was looking for. As I said, I'll read this all at the end. Three, 4, 9, 1. 3, 4, 9, 1. There we go. The big red numbers in it.
What is the code, Marie? Wait.
5. I need 5 of them. One. There's a 3, but I read this anyway. I didn't have it, so we'll just say 3. Three, 4. Three, 4, 9. I bet you it's supposed to go up here. 3, 4, 9. Something 1. I bet you that's it.
What is the code, Marie? Wait. The journal. It must be in the journal. She must wrong combination. She must have... Yay! Good work, Kelsey. Oh my God. The past, like the future, is indefinite and exists only as a spectrum of possibilities. Stephen Hawking said that. I wish it were true. But there was nothing I could do about the past. It was definite as hell. Sometimes I didn't get Marie. I really thought a night by Jones's pool would help her relax. She used to love it there. But she insisted someone had been watching us. I just wanted to have a good time, and she was ruining it, so I said some things I shouldn't have. She just stood there, staring at the window. I was so annoyed. And that's when I knew she'd been right. Trevor. Right there in the room. He'd just come in through the open window. How did he find us? He didn't know where Marie and I lived. I always made sure of that. But he took an orange from his backpack and started peeling it. It had been Trevor by the pool, and he'd followed us home. He said to Marie, "I told you not to mess with me." But still, I didn't get it. No, it wasn't until he started moving in on her that I realized it was Marie. He was after Marie. He blamed her for everything, and he had a knife. I'd never seen him so angry, so evil. Marie tried to get it away from him. He asked her why she never answered her phone. Did she not read her emails? Or did she think they were hollow threats? God, I just wanted to punch him with anything I could lay my hands on. My backpack. I smashed it against his wrist, knocking the knife out of his hands. Marie went for it, but Trevor was faster. He kicked her in the head. I dove for the knife, but he jumped me. As we struggled, he hissed, "Didn't I get enough action yet? Maybe I needed another baseball bat to get my kicks." I stopped, because right then I knew what he was up to. He asked Marie about Mr. Torres. Was he all right? Did he still get stomach aches? Marie lay on the floor by the bed, in shock, realizing it had been Trevor who almost killed her father. Then Trevor looked at me, added with a smile. And her. That's when it all went to pieces. Trevor ripped us apart, and he was enjoying it. Marie didn't understand. I tried to explain, apologized, but she wasn't listening. She kept asking me if I'd been there with Trevor, in their house. Trevor stirred things up even more. He told her it was me who had hit her over the head with a baseball bat, that I'd enjoyed it. I screamed in frustration, "No, that's not what happened." Tears streamed down Marie's face. She couldn't believe I would do that, hurt her deliberately. God, I wanted Trevor to stop talking. I attacked him, scratched his face, hit him wherever I could. I hated him. He was twisting everything. I wanted to tell her that I was sorry. Yes, we robbed the house, and we got caught by Mr. Torres. But I never meant for anyone to get hurt. I didn't smash Marie's head. I panicked. I wanted to stop her from seeing me. When I realized how badly injured she was, I called the police. I tried to stay, but Trevor wouldn't let me. He pulled me by my hair into the van. But Marie wasn't listening. I was losing it, and I like to think I beat Trevor up pretty good. But Trevor punched back harder and faster. He was about to crack my skull. Marie clawed for the box beside her, opened it. She screamed, told us to stop, pointed that 9mm at us. Trevor went nuts, charged for her. She screamed, told him to stay back. She'd never shot a gun in her life. She wasn't going to start now. Trevor grabbed her by the shoulders and... What you think you remember is not necessarily what really happened, or how others remember it. But Trevor fell back on the carpet, dead. That we all remember.
Did you get the journal?
I'll be down in a minute.
Aunt Marie is getting a little worked up here. She threatened to smoke a cigar. In your car.
Don't let her. Don't let her smoke. I love that car.
She knows you do. Get down here, Mom. You're taking, like, forever.
I'll be down in a minute.
Bring the journal.
Wow. Am I still missing that section? Okay, guys, I'm not going to read this because I'm actually going to quickly play back through it without showing you and then reread it because I want to get that last section for you guys. Oranges. Wow. That was such an amazing little game. I have like goosebumps. Like this was like, as I said, I'm going to play through it right now, guys, so I can read you the journal afterwards. But what a freaking amazing... I loved this, honestly. Like, it was almost a taste of escape room-ish, but just with that story point and click type of... just the story. Like, I tell you, I didn't think it was going exactly where it was, and I thought there might have been more layers to what Christy had done, but not the fact that she actually helped the break-in. And I kind of get it, like she's in a bad place, but this is where it ties back to the email to the teacher. Like, someone's reaching out for fucking help. Like, by God, you guys, it's what you see, and I don't know why if adults forget this or ignore it sometimes. Like, what you see is only the surface. And what they tell is only the first layer. There's so much more there, and it's just amazing, like, the shit that can happen when you try and help people. And honestly, I'm so glad that ending. I was so afraid Marie was away. I just don't know, but I'm so glad. So guys, I'll get it and I'll read you the journal. I'll be back.
Why does someone need to get hurt? Oh no. Why didn't you tell me, Marie? No wonder you were so frightened. We never should have gone to the Orange Grove.
Okay guys, so this is what I missed. So this is actually, I don't know why I didn't think to click it. I just, for some reason, looked and went all together. So that's fucking creepy. And the worst thing, do you know what really annoys me? The worst thing is this, how is this not breaking a school rule? Literally, this is the problem. It's not breaking a school rule. It's fucking breaking the law. She should have had an AVO put out of him, and the school should have to help something with that. There's no way that should just be, how it is. If that's what she told the teacher, that's just absolutely bullshit. Okay. What was the code again? And then I'll read it all. Okay. So I'd read these. I screwed up, but I was worried. I'm still worried, and what else could I do? Kelsey hasn't been to food rescue in a while, and I just wanted to make sure she wasn't hungry or something, so I offered her my sandwich. Why did I do that? Now we'll never be friends. Good one, Marie. Really? Really well done. She looked at me like I was crazy and walked out. And now we're behind with the project too. I hope we make the deadline. Just stop. I read this one. Anyway, just stop. Why do you keep writing shit? I know there isn't much news in Orange Grove, but it's still been ages. Not literally, but, you know, they have never gonna find them. I wish everyone would just stop. Leave us alone so we can forget that all for night. Some think my dad is a hero for trying to stop them. Truth is, we never saw them coming. When that guy jumped out and stabbed my dad, something snapped, and I would have punched him, scratched his eyes out. I swear, I could have killed him, but the other one got me before I knew there were two. I never saw their faces. Neither did my dad. So they never caught them. I am not fearless. That makes me wonder, was it actually Kelsey that hit her? I love cats. because they're not afraid to be difficult. Mum's birthday. I'm trying to ignore the fact that all of Kelsey's cute stuff is paid for with Trevor's money. He is such a creep. I don't get what she sees in him. She says I'm jealous. As if. Thing is, she thinks she needs him to get away from all of this. But she doesn't. She got away from her mum all on her own. Kelsey's the smartest, coolest, sweetest person you can imagine. She doesn't need anyone to get her out. She can do it all on her own. Too bad she doesn't believe that herself yet. See, that's hard to... I'll read and I'll get to the end. I finally got to see La La Land. They showed it on the classic night at the theatre. I went with Ben. Loved it. Kelsey was there too. I was so happy to see her. I actually friggin' hugged her. And she pushed me away. Asked me what I thought I was doing. And that Trevor asshole was enjoying the show. And her stupid cheerleader friends. Oh, I am alone. I love that movie, but by God, I understand why people hated it. I feel out of place everywhere outside of this room. She said she was sorry. I know, but fuck, I feel like I'm walking on eggshells, and that's not what a friendship should be like, right? I feel disconnected. She did not want to be my friend. She was embarrassed. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Okay, I've calmed down a bit. The La La Land night, she was with Trevor, and he is such a fucking asshole. She's different when she's around him. Not that it makes it alright, but she did come straight over to tell me she was sorry. She knows she was wrong. Broke my window with that damn rock. She said if I'd answer the call of the pebbles, she wouldn't have thrown the rock. She's been here ever since. Doesn't have anywhere else to go really, except for Trevor. I'm glad she'd rather sleep here right now. As I write this, she's on the bed, going over some notes from class. I like having her here, and Dad's okay with it. Oh, those sparkly shoes. She wears them all the time. Last night, the heels dug into my calf. That frickin' hurt. Have you seen those heels? She yanked them off her feet and so I yanked them off her feet and told her not in the bed. She was amused. I can't think why. To be honest, I wish I was a size 9 because they look absolutely gorgeous. On Kelsey's feet at least. When I tried them on, I looked like a little girl trying on mummy's shoes. You may have noticed, sweet journal, that there are less and less F words in the pages. I am so friggin' proud. Only when I go berserk, like when Kelsey threw that rock through my window. Then it's hard to keep up. Did you know that as a little girl, I used to curse abundantly? Trying to extend my vocabulary here. Dad thought it indicated intelligence, and I guess it looked cute, but up to a certain age, but he said Mum hated it, so every time I used the F word, he made me put a piece of candy in a swear jar. Can't tell you how much that hurt, every time, because I'd never see it again. I thought he secretly ate it. He must have rejoiced. Yep, vocabulary extension again. Every time I swore, like a madman. Mad woman. Must have. She called me her friend today. I am not a shadow person anymore. She's my friend. I have a dream. What? Kelsey is so angry at the world, like all the time. It's kind of annoying, but I get it. We all have a different story to tell. So as a friend, I did the only decent thing. I told her she could do anything she wanted. She just had to make it happen, not to wait. I told her to deal again, not drugs, the cards. Kelsey broke up with Trevor. Finally, she can do so much better than a total loser. He assaulted her in the school hallway. Of course, no one saw it happen, but he literally tore the clothes off her body. Fuck. I promised not to swear. I promised not to swear. So there you go. But she's done it. Done with him now. Things can only get better. Again, when was that email? Was it before? I think he's crazy. He keeps calling me all the time. calling me at the most impossible hours just to yell at me, calling me names, threatening me like that if I don't let Kelsey go, he'll do that, this or that, as if I've got her tied up here. I now unplug the phone when I go to sleep. Today was a good day. Only 5 emails from Trevor. Only 5. I hope he's finally getting it. She's not coming back. He really holds me responsible for it. I can handle that if he keeps away from her. When I saw him in the hallway this morning, he slid his fingers across his throat again. If he wasn't such a scary-ass clown, I'd laugh, but he does scare me. I don't tell Kelsey these things. She shouldn't worry. These are the good times that make me forget. All the troubles seem so far away. Wait a minute, is that a song? Kelsey took me night swimming at Mr. Jones's pool. I was scared shitless for the first time, but 2 beers and freshly picked oranges? Chilled, best night ever. Took me ever to convince Kelsey to ride a bike because it ain't cool. Our rides are the best part of the day now, and on this day we rode them through Mr. Jones's orange grove in broad daylight. We got home with a basket full of the juiciest orange peels. Golden oranges. I don't ever think about getting caught. I didn't even think about getting caught. Sorry. They're not listening. I've tried every authority at school. I've even tried the cops, but they just patted my shoulder. Poor little girl. Stay still traumatized. Bumped on the head. Didn't do her any good. Fuck! Yes, I'm swearing now. A jar full of candy. What should I do? I wish I could tell Kelsey, but she'd go insane and get herself hurt, or worse, go back to him. Trevor is dangerous. I know it's him, and there's nothing I can do. They never believe me. I don't think I'll ever see Bumblebee again. She knew. Oh. I can't sit and watch. I'll have to be fearless. I found this site where you can buy guns off anyone. Not that I mean to shoot anyone, it's just I don't know what to do anymore. It's for protection, you know? It isn't that what they say? Anyway, there was this guy who wanted to sell me this totally new 9mm. I'm meeting him out of town somewhere. A little shady, I admit, but with Trevor lurking around, I'll take my chances. There's been another home invasion, just 2 blocks from here. They killed the woman this time, and the police think it's Trevor. Suppose it was him in our house. I can't wrap my head around it. It's too big, but Kelsey says it isn't true. Oh, that Trevor is a bastard, but wouldn't ever commit such violent acts. Looking at the torn shirt, I think she might be in denial there. I did it. I hope I'm not going to regret this. I wonder if that's a purchase. I don't know what she did. We need this. We need this beer, water, and oranges. Like so many nights before Trevor, now I am not going to let him spoil my night at the pool with Kelsey. He who shall not be named, shall not be named. Not today. I regret food rescue. I regret the science project. I regret it all. My father could have died because of me, and my inability to pick real friends. Kelsey never was who she said she was. I never really knew her. It turned out it's all been bullshit, and I am so stupid. I should have realized it the la night and walked away for good. But someone died right in this room. I made him die. I pulled the trigger, made a bullet pierce his head, made his blood soak the carpet, drip through the cracks in the floor where it will remain forever, to bear witness to what I am capable of. I can't stay here. Am I the same me? I don't know anymore. I have to fix this. Fix me. Away from here. I have to focus on the positives in my life and stop questioning myself. Why did she do it? Why did I do it? Do I deserve this? Am I an evil person? A killer? I shot him in the head for Christ's sake. I could have gone for his leg. Dad calls them intrusive thoughts. I say that they're the truth. I'm stronger than I look. I can do this. I will be up north to. I will go up north to Uncle George, as Dad suggested. Nice and cool up there. I'll be able to think and finish high school. I'm leaving this journal here because I need a clean slate and fresh pages. I'm sorry, dear diary. Maybe I'll send for you someday, when all of this is long over and I've dealt with being a murderer. Hi, Kelsey. Yes, I'm talking to you. Okay, I know you've been reading. Okay, so that was the thing. The end. Wow. The reading put it even in more. Like, no one should have to buy a gun to feel safe. And how the fuck did it even get to that state? If she's pointed these things out and there's problems, there should be records that as soon as the cops think that Trevor was the murderer of this other woman, that she wasn't protected if she's already reported him on a list. I understand the fact that sometimes there's a crying wolf, you know, or that, but someone crying wolf in that, but are you fucking kidding? I would rather investigate 100 people crying wolf to find one person in trouble than ignore 50 after the first 50 and one person this happens to. It makes me annoyed. Like, makes me pretty pissed. It's just...
What, more than 100 again today? Glad I don't have to deal with that anymore.
I just clicked that because I could. But honestly, like, it disheartens me and it makes me so angry that it'd get to that stage or anything. Like, are you kidding? It's just... I mean, I'm glad that that character was the one who died and he had it coming after he did, but that's just ridiculous. But in the end, as I said, that was a fantastic game. It was so much of a story and so much to live through. I would suggest it to anyone, but obviously people have seen it if you've seen up to this point. But it is on Steam and it is free, as I said. But it was such a meaningful story too, and it just shows you how the system fails us. But yeah. So anyway, if you did enjoy this video and that, the like button is below, so please do hit that. Also, don't forget to chuck a comment or anything down below if you want to agree as well, or even make a comment agreeing or disagreeing with my statement, but I don't care. So anyway, guys, until my next video, I'll see ya.